Just found out I'm disinherited. I, 35 years old female, just found out that my sibling, 41 years old, is cut out of my parents' 70 years old will. They have millions and plan on leaving it all to charity. My brother and I both pretty much live paycheck to paycheck. Let me be clear, we are in regular contact and have a good relationship, maybe not as good as I thought. I'm doing EMDR therapy right now for some issues with how my mom has contributed to me feeling like love is conditional based on my weight and appearance. My dad has a history of severe rage episodes that had me constantly on edge. Honestly, I'm glad they are in a good financial spot as they age, and I don't have to worry about having money to help them in their old age. My dad has a family history of dementia and may need to be in a home or require at-home nursing care one day. However, my mom remarked to my brother that us kids are getting nothing as they plan on leaving millions to charity. That means that over the rest of their lives, they plan on hoarding their wealth and not spending it on themselves. I've previously told them I hope they spend their money while they are alive. They do not plan on this, apparently. They plan on continuing to live well below their means and having millions left over when they pass. I know I'm not entitled to their money. It's not mine. If they had nothing to give me, I'd be okay with having nothing. Recently, however, they keep bringing up their net worth to me, which I've been confused as why. I feel like I was never good enough. My parents have said through actions, little digs, and outright, your father and I are really disappointed in you, that I'm a failure. Both of us are single without kids. I'm single BC, I haven't found my person, not because I'm actively not wanting a relationship. My mom is really disappointed about not having grandchildren. I'm hurt and feel like this is going to be their final way of saying, we aren't proud of you. I'm happy for them to leave something to charity. But like all of it, millions, I really feel like a huge asshole for being hurt over this. We are politically on the same side. They aren't super religious and they don't believe I'm going to hell or anything like that. I'm just kind of shocked and confused. I don't know how to navigate my feelings about this and would love some outside perspective. On the one hand, I feel like they are sending me a hurtful message. On the other hand, I don't want to feel disappointed or hurt BC. It's not my money. And I know they don't owe me anything. TLDR, my parents disinherited me and I don't know if I have a right to feel hurt over it. OMG, I was not expecting this response. Since I don't have a partner, I have no one to lean on. I reached out to a longtime friend and she politely put up a boundary that she cannot support me through this BC. She has other things going on in her life. I feel like I'm being dumped by everyone I care about, so it's nice to get some support, even if it's from internet strangers. Data Slinger told me in the comments. Recently, however, they keep bringing up their net worth to me, which I've been confused as why. It sounds like they're going for some kind of reaction. You can just keep responding with something like, I'm glad you are in good financial shape. Given Dad's family history of dementia, he may need to be in a home or require at-home nursing care one day. Probably not what they want to be thinking about, but if their attempt at needling you results in you reminding them of their impending frailty, they might shut up about it. Just remember, Op, you're good enough, and you deserved kinder parents. And Nina responded. On the bright side, they can no longer hold their money over you as a way to control your relationship. They, pardon my language, blew their wad too soon, and now they have no way to control your behavior. So, congratulations, you're now free. Want to tell them they are being idiots? Do it. Want to tell them they should save enough money for end-of-life care because you're not going to be wiping their asses in 15 years. You are in the clear to do so. They've had their final say in their opinion of your financial worth to them, and now you can work on realizing how much you mean to yourself and to the people who love you. Like, does your brother love you? Do you have friends or people you interact with regularly who admire some skill of yours? Are you pleasant to customer service people? And trust me, that puts more good into the world than anything your parents have done, besides birthing you. Now is the time you can start your life. No more waiting on them to love you unconditionally or to see your worth. You can start fresh. Want to learn how to work with wood, fly a plane, take exploration trips around your town? You are free to do it. No more worrying about their approval or tut-tutting. OP, I'm sorry you had such a pair of disappointments as your parents. You deserved better. But now you can start figuring out what kind of life you want to live now that you are free of their control. You have all my best wishes for a fulfilling new life.